Hello friends, it's Kelly and I am back with my final layout for January for the Baby Got Scraps series, and I have really enjoyed this series and have used up a whole lot of scraps. So I'm really happy with what I've done. I've been very inspired to get these used and I've made lots of layouts. So I call that a win. So this is the last page kit that I have put together, just using some scraps from my stash, and I am scrapbooking this photo of my grandbaby. She's sitting on the countertop near these gorgeous flowers, and I just thought this was such a cute little picture that I felt like it deserved a layout all on its own. So I'm just trimming some of the layers there. This is, a lot of this came from Heidi Swap. I don't remember the name of the collection, but I know that this yellow paper and these cut aparts, and I believe this kind of peachy pink paper, I believe all of this came from Heidi Swap. And I'm just using some of the scraps and to make the base for my layout. And as with most of these layouts, I didn't really have a plan, or I'm not using a sketch. I'm just kind of letting the scraps direct the layout. And just playing around with them and coming up with something that I like. And as you'll see with this one, I move things around quite a bit, and I had to edit this quite a bit because it took a while. Sometimes they come together super easy, and sometimes I have to fuss around until I am happy. And this is one that I had to fuss around with a lot. So I'm using my paper edge punch to line either side of that yellow paper. And I like the way that looks, and I'm getting some of the scraps used, which was my biggest, that's really what my big goal for this was, other than scrapbooking memories, was to get some of these scraps used up without creating a whole lot more scraps. I tried, and I would say I was pretty successful in using the scraps the way that they came out of my scrap bin, but towards the end I felt like all my layouts were like the base of them were starting to look very similar. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to cut some of these papers down and do something different, because I don't know if you're like me, but I get bored easy, and I like a lot of variety, and I don't like doing the same thing over and over. So which to you probably, if you look back at all of them, and I will be doing a layout share soon of all the ones that I completed for this month, but to you it may not look like they're all the same, but I started feeling like I was being very repetitious. So this one is one that I feel like, okay, I have to switch things up. I don't want it to look like all the other ones. So this is a frame from Pink Fresh Studios, and I found that a lot of the Pink Fresh Studios products that I had the colors went very nicely with this Heidi Swap, and that was just kind of serendipitous because I had some of this laying out on my desk and saw that it kind of went together. So the title Cute is Pink Fresh Studio, and the butterfly and the sticker sheet is all Maggie Holmes. The little snippets tag that I put up there, and the Bloom and Grow and the photo op, all of those are Pink Fresh Studio. And I love that I'm getting some of those used because they've been in my stash for quite a while. And not only am I getting lots of my paper scraps used, I'm getting lots of embellishments used as well, and that is always a good thing. So I am on a spending freeze until I complete 60 layouts. And so far this month, I've created 17 layouts. So I feel like I'm doing pretty good. And it's been hard because 49 and Market has come out with all their new releases, and I want all of them. But what was not included in my freeze is my Kit Club subscription. I have one for my creative scrapbook, and I wasn't willing to give that up for the freeze. So they send a lot of products that are in the same vein as style-wise as 49 and Market. So it kind of helps me not feel too deprived. So, and other than that, and I also get things from Global Land, like dyes and that kind of thing, because they contacted me and wanted me to work with some of their stuff. So you'll see some of that coming up soon. It's mostly like kind of Eastery things, so I'll be working with those things that they sent me soon. So other than that, those kind of things are not a part of my free. So I still have a few, like new things coming into my stash, which helps me not feel like like I said, I don't feel deprived because I have plenty of new things to use. And plenty of old things to use as well that are still beautiful and that I've had in my stash and I want to use. So I did recently do a big unhaul. Like, I got rid of a lot of stuff, and I'm saving it for the summer for when I go on a scrappy retreat to share with some of the ladies, because we have like a giveaway table where we all share things that we don't use it or don't want anymore. So I have the stuff for that table. I didn't really bring much last year because I didn't know that was a thing, and this year I'm going to be prepared to share. So I'm just using some things that I had around on my desk to add to this cute little layout with lots and lots of embellishments from lots and lots of different manufacturers. And I'm just going to add a little bit of these black and white florals to the edges to kind of soften everything. And that is the end of this layout. I've really enjoyed this whole challenge, and I hope you will go check out all the other people participating and get inspiration for how to use your scraps. Thanks for watching. Bye.